Alrighty, here I am back at it doing this this request reaction for a EP, this side project from Porter Robinson, Virtual Self. This is a trance slash like drum and bass project. This is a scene in electronic music that I haven't fully dived into. I know like when it comes to like drum and bass, I've heard Supersveld. I'm not sure if trance would also go under that label. But when I do think of trance, I do think of it as like an effect, music that can put you in a trance. So I guess, I know, something like Fishman's Long Season is what gives me like the biggest example of that. Like a 45-minute song, like constantly building up and repeating, getting you in that environment. I'm not sure how hardcore this is going to be, but fuck it, let's just get into it. Drum and bass really low in there, coming in. Ooh. Okay, I feel like I'm in a Trials Fusion loading screen now. Okay, I like the... Oh, okay. Still liking the transitions here. Like it's a minute and a half in, lots of different sounds keep coming up. Wow. Bring it back to the piano. Ooh. Kinda like they could bring in the drums like that. Okay. Ooh. Back to this, I would honestly say this drop is definitely my least favorite part. I think the details and everything to bring you to that point is a lot more interesting. Okay, Particle Arts, this is a pretty dope fucking track, I'd say. 4 minutes, okay, and it's fast-paced, and I think the only things that take me out of it here are the chorus. That's like, I'm saying it's the chorus, right, but that's like that breakdown that's the familiar melody that comes in. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is pretty cool though. I'm still definitely vibing with this. I think this is going to be one of those tracks too. Coming back to it is just going to be like every one of those notes or little detailed things that come in every now and again. Those are the parts that I like. And the fact that you can, have someone want to come back to a song for 20 different reasons, that's a good sign. Ooh. Okay, I like the drop into that. Oh my gosh, these vocals coming through some sort of like spiritual dimension. Ghost Voices, that's the name of the song, right? So. Coming up, pushing up. Ooh. Oh my gosh, another like line there to break into another drop. Holy shit. Okay. And has this quiet point again for this. This is like a chorus part, but I really enjoy this chorus part. This is fucking great. Okay, one thing I think is important to add too is that not only is this considered trance, it's also considered uplifting trance. So this is like a really happy trance it's meant to put you in, and I think fair enough. And I think I'm understanding the trance label in the sense of I'm going back and forth, like it brings back that same like vocal line too that really gets stuck in your head, and wow. Yeah, the details, I'd say again, I like the little sounds coming out of this one more than the first track, but I just think, you know, the payoff for the drops in the chorus, just because I like it more, it's just, yeah. Ooh, I like that. Coming in there. That note's really placed well. I really like this one because that bass carries right at the bottom and everything's sort of carrying out around this. I don't know. That's like the direction I see. Right away, I break into like vocals that are fading out. Okay, I'm liking this. You know what, I can't say too much bad about this song, Become God, because first off, I mean, it takes you on a journey. It certainly takes you on a journey. I think one thing that stands out of the immersiveness of the journey is certainly the synths in a way, but I'd say every time those synths come up, you know, that fall is still taking you somewhere else slightly in a way. So, I don't know, I think I do need to listen to this song again to really simmer and focus on it. But on a first listen, this is pretty fucking cool. It really captures my attention. Like, these types of songs do capture my attention, especially like on a reaction basis, in the sense where it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps changing. So, let's get on to this next track. And it feels like almost everything's trying to hit it, but it's deflecting. I'm glad the piano doesn't take it over in the mix either. That was great production mixing here. Wow. Okay, Key, this is an interesting song. This is an interesting song because initially when it started I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, but I do feel like it would be my least favorite track. But as it built up, you know, I have to go back to this one because this may be my second favorite track. I think it really proves itself early in the second half. You know, like this is where this was coming from in a way. But I also don't know if I'll feel or if I focus on some sort of like emotional journey on the track, if it will take me anywhere on a second listen. Okay now. That's the beats per minute. Oh, what the fuck? What's still going on? It's like shooting an Uzi or something. Okay, now. Alrighty. Okay, Eon Break, I still think the song's pretty cool. I would say it's my least favorite song, mostly because I enjoyed the synth break and all that. I was like, oh, that's cool. But I think it lasts too long, I'd say. And the final part, it's certainly like a what the fuck, like sort of impact, but I don't know. I felt like who knows? If this song, obviously, I didn't make this track, so it's like I can't see it some other different way like that, but I feel like this could have been like a 7-8 minute track. I certainly feel like it should have and could have. Where it's taking me right at the end, I'm like, okay, now what's next? It doesn't feel like it's over, because it's really finally taking you to that point, I guess. And I think it would have been interesting to see more transitions, especially with like how the drums could have sounded. But for this project, on first listen, I like this. Yeah, I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I would say, obviously, because this is shorter, it is more like consistent than Worlds. But I think I like a lot of the tracks on Worlds still more than this. So yeah, I can't give it more, I feel. And who knows too, when I finally do like the World's live tour reaction, which will be coming up within a few weeks, that may change my opinion on that project too. But for this, yeah, this is pretty cool, and I think it still works consistent with its drum and bass sounds. There's enough different like production techniques on all these different tracks. Ghost Voices and Become God specifically stand out for me there, but I would say obviously, right, Eon Break, crazy ending, key, unexpected second half, and Particle Arts, I don't know, I fuck with it though. I'll let you know how I feel when I come back to this project a few more times. Alrighty, so I've listened to this Virtual Self EP again, and not much has changed. I would say I would still give it a 7.5 out of 10. But coming back, I realize now too, like, Particle Arts not having much to say, like, makes sense, because that was my least favorite song still, too, coming into this. And I did say, too, yes, Worlds, I like more tracks on it. This is much more consistent. It's an EP, that makes sense. So for 20 minutes of this, though, like, coming back to it, not having to pause it, there is, like, a very good sequencing, where it almost feels like can be a whole song. There's still enough different transitions, different sounds coming, when you listen to it as a whole. So I really can't complain too much, I guess, just when it comes to its trance or even its drum and bass sound. I think it isn't as hardcore as I was expecting, or as trance-esque. I think there's still like a tight structure in a way. I don't know. I guess one thing that's important is that Porter Robinson, he's still like a pop scene in a way when it comes to like what other people would be doing trance or drum and bass music. I'm assuming there's like much more sounds like worrying about the technical front of this, which for me is a positive thing. Like, I kind of enjoy the technical abilities that can occur in electronic music. It certainly is here, but this is still worrying about another sound, so it doesn't come out in the way that I was expecting. But this is still pretty cool. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, just put a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.